something. I forgot to turn on the speech chat. So let's go in and register for a race first, and then we'll go from there. Entry period starts. Okay. Alright, so we got a few minutes before the entry period opens up. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless wonder, the man Lincoln Clay, and we are back for another stream of GT7. This is the stream that I would normally plan for Saturday morning, but I'm doing it today because Saturday morning I'm going to do a stream of Formula One and replicate the Dutch Grand Prix, which is going to be held at Zandvoort. I'm planning on doing a full race, so it'll probably, my guess is that it'll probably be anywhere between 45 and 55 laps. So come check me out Saturday morning as I do a full race. I will have the AI turned up to the hard level, so it will not be easy to overtake. So I'm really looking forward to that, especially now that I've got F124 running like absolute butter on my PC now. It runs great. I did some benchmarks last week in at ultra settings with the resolution super sample to 3300p. I was averaging 111 frames per second on my Quest 3, and everything else was a locked 120. So just so F124 is running like butter. I'm absolutely happy with that. Let's see here. Big sim racing news. Other than the stuff that we know about, you know, waiting for a set of course Evo, waiting for version 1.6 for Automobilista 2, waiting for DLC for the next run of DLC from Le Mans Ultimate, waiting for the next big update from Rensport. I think they did an event today, and I don't know if it was to introduce a new track or not. I can't damn, I can't remember what track it is, so I'm gonna have to check that out when I get out of here. But other than that, sim racing news, I think the only thing we have right now coming up in the near future with a concrete date on it is Race Room is getting a new update, is getting an update. It's gonna, I think they're gonna give us a couple of tracks, a couple of more cars, but most importantly, it's gonna get a graphics update. I'm not gonna call it an overhaul, I'm gonna call it a graphics update. They're gonna improve the graphics and give it a more modern look. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Race Room, I played Race Room a few times, even though I've only streamed it a couple of times. And currently my thought of Race Room from the last time I played it, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, is that it ran good. It had a sharp picture through my VR headset, but it looked old. Pretty much the same way I feel about R Factor 2, except that R Factor 2 is still a good looking game for as old as it is, and I still love the physics for as old as that game is. Other than that, I don't think we have any major sim racing news to speak of in the near future. Not anything with a concrete date on it. Yeah, that's about it. Up there's the entry period. Let's go ahead and enter. And we'll get in here and do a few laps because I want to get a few laps, try to get a few laps under my belt. I had a decent qualifying I think I did a 142.7 in my last GT7 stream, and I think that was enough to get me third. But I would be led to believe that because of the good finish that I had the last race on the last stream, they'll probably put me in a tougher grid. So I'm probably going to try to have to shave off a few more tenths. So yeah, we'll get on the track here in a few minutes. And get some practice in, and I think other than that, shout out to some of my sim racing friends, Ham VR, Brutal Sim Guru, the Gray Beard Gamer, my boy J Dub. You know, what's up, fellas? And I think that's about all I can think of right now. So we'll go ahead and jump on the track, get a few laps in. If anything comes to mind, then I'll talk about it when it hits me. So. So yep, 147.2. If I can get into the low 142s, that'll be nice. Getting into the 141s would be absolutely amazing, but that's probably going to be a tough task, because I mean that's what the aliens of this game are doing. I started making that turn too late. Not only that, I feel like I need a little more resistance. You know what? I'll do it from the settings here. Let's see here, controller settings. Controller steering sensitivity. Ooh, it's maxed out. There we go, force feedback torque. got 9 minutes. Damn it. Oh, that hurt. Damn, I lost it. That was a bad exit. honest. I might be able to turn in one more lap.
RL9010 said, "Cheers, fellow VR2 streamer.
Hey,
nice setup."
Thank you so much. How's it going? Oh, I got it. I think I got it this time. I think I'm turning in too soon. This will be my last lap before the race starts. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh! That did it right there. I lost the lap. Lost that back end.
RL9010 said, "Stumbled upon you. We have similar cam ideas."
Oh yeah, I've been sim racing in VR for years. I mean, I started my YouTube channel I think sometime in 2017. But I think I switched over and became
RL9010. Thanks for following.
Yeah, thank you for following. I think so when I first came to YouTube, you know, I was kind of caught up in the console war stuff. I was primarily a PlayStation guy, streaming a lot of PlayStation games, MLB The Show, you know, whatever. And but I have been doing VR since day one. I just didn't start streaming it, I think, until like late 2017, early 2018. Because my first taste of VR sim racing, if you will, was on Drive Club. It was on the original PSVR, and I just fell in love with VR. When it comes to sim racing in VR, this is not, for me, it's no longer a situation where it's a different way to race. It's a necessity for me. I can't race without VR because I need to be able to judge the corners, and I think you just can't get that from flat screen racing.
RL9010 said, "Nice. I just started streaming consistently a couple months ago."
Oh, congratulations.
RL9010 said, "It's the only way to race, LOL."
It's the best way to race, and it's so cliche-ish, and I say it so many times, but for somebody my age, VR sim racing is a dream come true. I'm a really old dude. I'm in my late 50s. I'm 57 to be precise. Where am I at on here? Oh my God, I'm 12th. Yeah, they put me in there with. Yeah, they put me in here with a tougher batch of guys. The last batch of guys I've raced against, they were okay, but yeah, they put me in here with some tough guys this time. How much time for the warm-up ends? But yeah, my generation of kids, you know, when I was a kid, there was no video games like that like it is now. You know, when I was a kid, the kids my age, you know, we had you know, Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. You know, we had slotted racetracks. So I think it's safe to say that a lot of kids my age dreamed of growing up being a race car driver, you know, or just had a fascination with cars. It's just the way it was back then. So for me to be able to race in VR and actually sit in a race car in VR is a dream come true.
RL9010 said, "We the same." RL9010 said, "LOL."
Yeah, like I said, it sounds cliche-ish, and but I love it, and I race all kinds of games in VR. So, you know, this Saturday I'll be streaming Formula One, where I'll be doing a full race. True to form, guys are dive bombing. Push me out the way. Oof. Look at that, cars just knocking each other all over the place.
Craig the Tech Guy said, "Is this Mass Effect?"
It should be, because these guys are driving massively crazy. By the way, Craig, good interview with Hip Hop Gamer. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but I did catch some parts of it.
Craig the Tech Guy said, "Thanks, bro."
Absolutely. Oh my Christ! Oh my God! These dudes don't get enough of trying to force their way underneath. Oh, I got a penalty. And I got another penalty. I got a full 1 second penalty. This race is over. Oh my goodness. Already know what it is. It's these guys that's bumping me out of the way. They're making me uneasy, and because of it, they're making me they're causing me to miss my break points. I know I can do better than that. Way off of the pace from a couple of days ago, and based on the lap times, this group of guys that I'm going up against are tougher, but they did not drive like it. These guys is basically bumping each other out of the way, and I mean, it's not as bad as people ramming on here, but I still wasn't a big fan of these guys squeezing underneath me and then pushing me out of the way, because I would go into a corner and I'm on the racing line, and I'm looking at the apex trying to decide where I'm going to get on the throttle so I can get a good exit. Next thing you know, my car is getting slid all the way to the outside, and I look to the right or to the left, and it's a car right next to me pushing me to the outside. So So yeah, I was not happy with that race. And I hate to say it, probably next race I'm probably going to have to get a little bit more aggressive and start fighting fire with fire. Because I'm up here being the nice guy and letting everybody push me out of the way. So
RL9010 said, consistent daily racers have no etiquette.
no. Actually, one thing that, being that you're new to the channel, GT7...
RL9010 said, I call them DR inflators.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been on a game where people will try to win at all cost. GT7 right now today has the dirtiest racers on any sim racing game that I play. That title used to belong to Forza. Over on Forza, they don't know, like, they're more idiots than they are dirty. A lot of them over there just simply do not know how to drive, and I think a lot of them over there are using controllers and not using actual sim racing equipment. Over here, regardless of what these guys are using, whether they're using the controller or actual sim racing equipment, these guys over here are dirty. And about 5, maybe 6 months ago, I had it up to here with it, and I walked away. I even quit a stream. I was in the middle of a stream, and I was coming around a corner, and the guy dove, and he did a dive bomb, plowed right into the side of my car, and knocked me clean off the track. At that point, I said, I'm done. Have a good night, everybody, and turned the stream off. And I had vowed never to return to this game. But I saw a couple of my YouTube friends that stream on other games going through their frustrations, and they were about to do the same thing and walk away from the games that had them frustrated. But they came back and said, okay, I know how things are on this game. We know
RL9010 said, car ride passing, brake zone tapping.
Pretty much. So some of my friends, when they came back to the games that had them frustrated, they pretty much took the mentality of, okay, we know what this is, we know how these guys race, so I'm just going to go in there and try to have fun, not take it so serious, and just let whatever happens happens. And that's where I'm at with this game, because I do feel that I've been streaming again since 2017, and there's even though I don't have a super big channel, I don't have a big channel at all, but there's a lot of people who stuck with me for years on this channel, way back when I used to do GT Sport in VR, when there was no actual races, and they would just sit and watch me do basically hot laps on PSVR, on the original PSVR. I do think I owe it to them to keep this game
RL9010
in my lineup.
Said, it's more satisfying dealing with them cleanly and avoid trouble, better car awareness in the long run.
Absolutely. So that being said, I'm not saying that on the next race, when I say I'm going to be more aggressive, I'm not saying from the standpoint of diving underneath people and pushing and straight out pushing them out of the way, but I am talking about being aggressive from the standpoint that if I know that somebody's behind me, I'm going to have to start establishing the corner and let them know that corner is mine. So if they want to take it from me, they're going to have to do something outright dirty to get it. But that's where I'm at with this game.
RL9010 said, 100% car placement.
So GT7 is not my number one game. Le Mans Ultimate is my number one game. After that, it's probably a tie between R Factor 2 and Automobilista 2. Once in a while I'll dabble in the ACC or Race Room, whatever. So out of all the sim racing games that I do, GT7 unfortunately is near the bottom of the list. I think Polyphony Digital, that's the word I'm looking for. This game does not, in my opinion, the penalty system in this game, I think kind of focuses on the wrong things. I also think physics come into play as well, because like take a game like Le Mans Ultimate, Automobilista 2, those two games for example. The physics of those games, you don't even need a penalty system to promote clean racing. The tire and the damage model is enough to make people race cleanly, because if you slam on the brakes and miss your braking point, you could catch a flat spot.
RL9010 said, Gran Turismo is Gran Turismo.
So the games that I speak of, you can catch a flat spot, and that'll shake your tires, it'll shake your steering wheel up pretty good, and it will destroy your lap times. So a lot of people fear locking up the tires so they won't do stupid dive bombs. The damage model also is not a situation where you catch damage and it repairs itself after 5 seconds or some crap like that. The damage is permanent until you come into the pits and fix it. And then there's also a penalty system. They both have penalty systems where if you cut the track and you gain an advantage, the game will order you to return the position. I mean, even Formula 1, for as arcadey as that people think that game is, has a better penalty system than GT7. And then they recently added physics. This year's game has added physics where you can get a flat spot, if you lock up the wheels. So I haven't been in too many Formula 1 races on that game. It's cool, but I don't like it that the cars turn into ghosts. When somebody gets into a certain proximity.
RL9010 said, dailies are designed for casuals.
I think that, honestly, like daily race on this game, daily race B and C, I think it's geared a little more towards the serious racer. The daily race A that's that stuff that's definitely geared towards the casuals, because you got a daily race A of people racing minivans and stuff, so that's nothing to take serious. All right, this race they put me in here with a batch of guys that's a little bit more closer to the lap times that I put in, so so at least at least I got a fighting chance to finish in the top half. I think I'm the only one in this group using a McLaren. I don't even know why they put a warm-up in this game when you don't even have enough time to get around the track. You probably got enough time to get through turn 1 and then that's it. And the other thing is, if the warm-ups in terms of warming up your tires, if that doesn't carry over to the race, then I almost think it's pointless to even put warm-ups in the daily races. At least give people enough time to at least do one lap.
RL9010 said, it's for server sync.
Let's get ready. Oh my God, here we go again. Yeah, I think I might hang it up after this race, folks. This race is worse than the last one. That guy right there, he deserves it. Jeez. Thank you for the follow.
Big time objective. Said. What's good?
How's it going?
Pedro Lopez. Thanks for following.
Thank you for the follow, Pedro.
Big time objective. Said. I'm good.
Excellent. All right, that, for as terrible of a start as that was a lot better finish. My lap times were crap, but I think I'm going to give it one more go. That race started out very frustrating. I nearly quit the stream. Let's register for the next race, and I think I'm gonna have to mediums. All right, we gotta get a few more practice laps in. We got to get it back into the 142s in order for me to have a chance to win the next race. Ooh. That was even worse. Ah! Got on the gas too early. Trying to get a good exit. Late again. That's one of the corners that's killing me today. That killed me right there. Alright, took that turn pretty good.
RL9010 said, PSVR 2 on PC, finally got to order the adapter. Do you use it on PC?
That's a little bit of a situation there because I don't have the adapter. However, if you do have one of the older 2000 cards, you can use it without the adapter, which like I've got 4 PCs and my weakest PC has a 2070 in it, which has the virtual link port. So I tried it and the experience wasn't good. It ran pretty janky. So I'd imagine I'll have a better experience on one of my more powerful PCs, but I won't be able to do that until I get the adapter. So originally I wasn't going to get the adapter because I really didn't see the point, because I've got like 7 or 8 VR headsets, and my main headset is the Quest Pro, and I don't see PSVR replacing that as my daily driver.
RL9010 said, available on PS Store, they just restocked.
Alright, I'll check it after this stream. Got on the gas again too early.
RL9010 said, I hope all the scalpers sit on their units.
Yeah, I was checking eBay, and I saw some markups. Someone was like a $20 markup. But I feel like Sony is trying to cut every corner possible. I mean, this adapter seems like something you should just be able to walk into a store and grab, but you got to go through this crap with PlayStation Direct. So 142.7. So my qualifying lap is 9/10 off the fastest lap. So in short, once again, if I get into the 142s, I will give myself a fighting chance of finishing the top half. That last race showed that all these guys are going to be knocking each other out of the way. And that last race also showed me that I've been missing my brake markers by just a hair, and it's been causing me to go slightly wide.
RL9010 said, they can't help it. They are Japanese.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, when the PlayStation 5 first launched, Sony was being criticized for the PlayStation Direct crap because the scalpers were getting all the, because they were grabbing all the consoles. And they should have made it a situation. They didn't do it until like a little bit later where you could walk into the store and grab one. And even then, you had to like stay on top of the internet and find out when Walmart's going to have a shipment in. And then I go to Walmart and it's like 50 people waiting in line for one.
RL9010 said, product launches are hard.
Yeah.
Consumers don't realize. Oh, come on!
Here comes the penalty. Oh! Oh! That was weird. Stay with him, stay with him, stay with him. He's got a penalty. Oh, you know what? Oh, I thought they were going to give him the whole penalty. So, his penalty threw me up into 8th place. All right, I got one more, absolutely one more left in me. Oh, I raised my position 4 spots. And I got a roulette ticket that I'll open before I leave. All right, I've got to run to the restroom, folks. I will be right back.
The Graybeard Gamer said, "Damn, now you make me wanna play GT7.
Okay, Graybeard, what is good, my guy? I'm going to forewarn you, Gray. These guys on GT7, they're reckless and they're dirty. You go into a daily race, it's not going to so much be about your lap times, unless you're at the front. It's more or less about, you know, survival of the fittest, because these guys are knocking each other around like pinballs. So, for the most part, this today is actually going just like my stream did a couple of days ago. I'm grabbing a drink right now. That's why you guys hear me but don't see me. So give me a second. I'll be back in view. So yeah, that is, I don't know if I want to use the word warning, Graybeard, but yeah, be warned.
Brutalsome de Guru said, "It's definitely about survival."
Yeah, survival of the fittest. And like, I don't know how long you've been in here, Brutal, but the race, not this race that I just completed, but the race before that, I was about to quit. because I was getting knocked around all over the place, and I was just going to come to the conclusion that tonight is just not my night. So I was going to go ahead and quit, but as crazy as it turned out, I think I ended up finishing like 7th in that race. And then the race that I just did, it was the same thing. I was getting knocked around all over the place, got hit with a couple of penalties, but still managed to pull out 8th. And a lot of that had to do with guys knocking each other all over the place and me just being able to drive through it, because it certainly was not my lap times, because my lap times today are not good. I think my best lap today was like a 143.6. And I think, like, I'm not gonna lie, these guys today have kind of spooked me, because they're riding right behind me, and I already know when we get to the corner, if they dive underneath me, they're gonna try to push me wide once they get underneath me. So I'm so busy watching them that I'm missing my brake markers. So now I'm at the point where I'm willing to concede the slower lap times in order to protect my lane. So, you know, going into the corners, I'm willing to brake a little bit early. I'm willing to engine brake a little bit earlier and go through the corners a little bit slower in order to establish my position going through the corner. You go into a corner and you think you're on the racing line and you think you set yourself up for a good exit. Next thing you know, the car just starts washing out towards the corner, towards the edge of the track, and then I look over and I see a car pushing me wide as he's trying to slip underneath.
Brutalsome de Guru said, "Yeah, you have to play really defensive to protect yourself."
Yup, absolutely. But I said I was going to be a little bit more aggressive. I mean, aggressive from the standpoint of protecting my lines. But I'm late. I'm trying to click the apex, and then I'm trying to concentrate on a good exit. And like I said, next thing you know, I hear some tires squealing. The car bumps all of a sudden. You know, the steering wheel, I feel a drop off in force feedback, and the car is going into an understeer because it's getting washed out to the outside of the track. And then I look over and I see a car next to me who managed to dive underneath me, and now he's pushing me wide. So, all right, let's get ready. So a reminder, folks, tune in Saturday morning as I will be streaming F124, and I am going to do a full race at Zandvoort to replicate the Dutch Grand Prix, which would be taking place the next day on Sunday. So I will be doing this stream Saturday morning. I am going to aim for 9 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm not sure I'll be streaming anything tomorrow because I need to put a DVD drive in my car. My car, the navigation system, it's an older car, so it has a DVD drive in the trunk for the navigation system, and my screen blacked out. So I had to order a new DVD drive from eBay, so I got to put that in tomorrow. And I don't know what to expect. I don't know if this will be 15 minutes or an hour and a half. So at this moment, I'm not planning to stream anything tomorrow. So after today, my next stream is tentatively planned for Saturday morning, F124. So come check it out. You want to see some Formula One racing. Where am I at? Qualified 9th. My fastest lap of 142.7 is 1.1 seconds off the fastest lap. Again, if I can get into the low 143s, high 142s, and keep it clean, I can finish in the top half of the pack. At least from a Delta standpoint, I should be able to do that. But there's still the issue of drivers diving underneath you and pushing you wide. So probably surviving the first 2 laps is going to be the toughest part. But Graybeard, if you're still watching, I would be curious to see how you do on GT7. Look at all this dive bombing. There's a wreck waiting to happen right there. Detroit Lions. Oh shit! I'm probably gonna get hit with a penalty for that. Damn it! And then here comes the dive bomber. Jesus! I mean, he would have got past me anyway because of the penalty. I am all over the place. This is horrible. And I'm letting cars catch up to me that have no business catching up to me. Jesus, again! Ugh. I was lucky to get that 8th place. That was another crappy race. It's tonight, I guess I'm thinking my lucky stars to get these middle of the pack finishes. It's just not going well tonight. right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and exit.
The Graybeard Gamer said, 8th is better than 9th.
This is true, but a couple of days ago, my final race, I found the mojo, and I ended up.
Brittlesome de Guru said, it's like that sometimes.
The bottom line is, I hate to admit it, but I let these dirty drivers spook me today. I'm so scared of them pushing me underneath, and I'm so busy watching them because you guys can see, you know, how I was looking around, checking the rear view mirrors and checking the rear cam. I'm so worried about these guys rear ending me that I'm hitting my brake markers late, and it's making me go wide. You know, especially on these medium tires. This in these new physics, the car does not feel planted on the track. I mean, you have to do like super hard trail braking through the corners. It's not one of those things like on like maybe with ACC where you can go through some corners on a light trail brake, or even Le Mans Ultimate. I think on Le Mans Ultimate you probably have to do a mediocre trail brake, but with these new physics on this game, you have to, like, if you're going to trail brake, you have to already have your mind made up and commit to it before you get to the corner. Whereas like ACC, trail braking at ACC, if you're a little bit off the racing line going into a corner, you can still save it a little bit through trail braking. But these new physics with this game, like I said, you can't make up your mind halfway through the corner that you're going to try to trail brake it out of it, because you already went wide. You almost have to have your mind made up before you get to the corner whether you're going to trail brake or not. So I've seen worse, but I've also seen better. You know what? Let's check my my race history. So probably time for me to give that car an oil change too. Let's see here. We'll do an oil change here in a second. Clean races. I had 53 clean races, 10 fastest laps. I had 9 pole positions. I've done 314 races. I've had 15 wins, 110 top 5 finishes, and 2 bronze finishes and a silver finish. So yeah, I think I need to give this car an oil change though, because last time I checked the oil, it was kind of in the yellow. So let's see here, GT Auto Tuning Shop. GT Auto. Yeah. Oh yeah, my oil's worn. So we definitely need an oil change. How many miles do I have on this car? Because I'm wondering if I should do a complete engine restore, an engine overhaul. Yeah, let's do it. I've used this car quite a bit. All right. Next is an oil change. But then again, because I did the engine overhaul, I shouldn't have needed the oil change, but we did it. Body rigidening. Yeah, I didn't think about that either. And I can't modify this car, which I wouldn't want to anyway. And I think we'll give it a wash. All right. Let's take it on the track and test it. Oh, let's check out this garbage ticket first. These 6-star tickets on this game it's a rip-off. It's a 6-star ticket. The first time I saw that, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to get like a hypercar or something like that for a prize. What they do is give you an invitation.
Hole in Dan's sock. Said. Shoulder block, slip, jab, uppercut, night night, mama there goes that man. Hole in Dan's sock. Said. Sup chat.
How's it going? How's it going, Dan Sock? How you been? That is crap. A bunch of tuning parts for a car I do not own. Yeah, let's take this car out for a test run, which I think ultimately I might end up doing one more race because I just do not like. I don't like when I don't drive well. Oh yeah, we just in time. There's no point in doing a quali lap because by the time I get in there, I wouldn't be able to complete the lap because with GT7 it does not. Once the practice session is over or the quali session, it stops right then and there. It doesn't do like other games and it at least lets you finish the lap. By the way, to the new subs, thank you so much. I think the new subs in this stream put me over the 1600 mark, so really appreciate it. Also, this weekend, here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, we have an event at the end of August every year called the Metro Cruise, where there's a long strip of street that runs through Grand Rapids and a couple of other small cities, 28th Street, and everybody brings their cars out, you know, parking lots, drive up and down the street, and like just about any kind of car you could think of, you'll see it driving down the street. You know, hot rods, you know, classic cars, contraptions where you look at it and say, what the hell is that? You know, it's crazy. So usually every year I walk up and down the street filming the Metro Cruise. So last year I tried to stream it live, but the connection was just absolutely horrible for my phone. So what I'll do is I'll just walk up and down and film it and then upload it. So be on the lookout for that this weekend as well. All right, so this race qualifies 7th. Damn, a lot of Lamborghinis. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the oil change and the engine overhaul feature, all that stuff, you know, maintenance you could do to your car, is cool, but I'm not going to say it's a pay to win. It's a pay to win tactic, because even though it costs you credits, you know, what if you have a situation where you don't have enough credits for the engine overhaul? You got to go in and buy some microtransactions and buy some in-game credits with real money. But a situation like that, it should never affect you because, you know, 1 or 2 races you'll have enough money to do that stuff. But it's still something that you have to pay for with in-game credits if the performance of your car starts to fall off. Did I get pushed? And I got hit with a penalty. What the hell is this? Jet Striker VR. Another guy in VR. I tried. I tried to make that last desperate move on him. It nearly cost me. But a 6th place finish, I'll take it.
Brutalsome de Guru said, good race.
Yeah, that was a little bit better, Brutal. Thanks. The car that was in front of me, I think I had a little bit more pace than him, but I didn't want to risk taking us both out trying to overtake him. So, didn't do anything for my safety rating, but you know, just about any game, safety rating ain't hard. Just keep the car on the track. So that didn't do anything. It barely made a scratch in terms of getting me back to the A class. But I'll go ahead and leave it there. Call it a night. And as far as GT7 goes, I'm not sure I'll stream it again before the next daily race comes up, because they get new daily races every Monday. And as I was saying, tomorrow I might be stuck having to put a new DVD drive in my car, so I can't say for certain whether I'll go live tomorrow. I plan to go live Saturday morning and do the Formula 1 race, full race. I don't know how many laps it'll be, but yeah, full race. And then Sunday's usually just like a chill out day with my son, so we'll take it from there. So if I don't see you tomorrow, hope to see you all Saturday morning when I do the Formula 1 race. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. New subs, I really appreciate it. And I think that's going to do it. And we'll see you on the next one. All right. That about does it. Till the next one, everybody. Thanks for watching. And until then, Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. See everybody, have a good one.